welcome to the Professional Rule Breaker Podcast. I'm your host, Kathy Walterhouse. Today, I want to talk about something that is very near and dear to my heart. I'm going to make this like a pocket ninja episode, just a short episode, but I think it's really important because everybody goes through this all the time, and it can make or break you in your business. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about failure. Everyone has had failure, but what you take from failure will make a big difference on your level of success, because failure is not the end. It's just a stepping stone. It's not the opposite of success. It's part of success. There is no one, I'm going to tell you right now, no one out there that has been successful that has not failed. So everyone experiences success and failure. It's universal. So I want you to start shifting your mindset. Instead of viewing failure as a setback, I want you to think of it as a lesson. I want you to think about when something that you have failed in, and then what's the positive? There should be at least one positive thing that came out of that failure. And with that one positive thing, maybe more, it was a lesson that you learned. You learned something really valuable that you could maybe make a pivot, a change, and use it to your advantage. Like, for example, everyone has failed. Elon Musk, the wealthiest man on the planet. And how many companies does he have? I don't even know how many companies he had, but he had an early company. I think it was called Zip2. He had so many challenges with it. He almost faced bankruptcy before he was able to turn it around and sell it. And then even just look at SpaceX. SpaceX had a bunch of failed launches, and now it's the company that's going to go out and save the astronauts that are stuck in space. So it's a commercial space program that can actually help a government, NASA program. So imagine that. And of course, he's had many, many successes. So I just want to mention our sponsor today, because if you are looking for healthier and safer products that don't have all the toxic ingredients, go to switchaway.com/rule breaker, and one of my friends will help you out. So like I said, so every time you have this failure, I want you to really think about that every setback is a setup for a comeback. So flip the script on failure. You know, there's that old saying that says, get knocked down 7 times and stand up 8. That's the mentality that we need to have, because outside of every failure is your next level success, your next level of doing something really, really amazing. I had a friend that had a failure journal, and I thought, wow, what a really great idea. So if you document your failures and the lessons that you learned, it's going to help you get to the next level, and it's going to help you reframe your failure and look at it as an opportunity to grow, to get to your next level. So I want you to brainstorm on 3 different positive outcomes, because I know there's at least one, but let's go for 3. Let's push the envelope a little bit. And after you have figured out your 3 positive outcomes, I want you to reframe that failure and what you learned from it and what your next step is to get to the next level. Because it's all about innovating, it's all about pivoting, and it's all about adapting. And don't let anything get you down. Because think about it. Think about other people that have been really, really successful. J.K. Rowling, the best-selling author of all the Harry Potter books and movies, she had gotten thousands of rejections. And because she got that many rejections, she kind of set up Harry Potter as a way of being able to persevere, to be successful against all odds. And then I want you to think of also the king of failures and success, Edison. He had a saying, and I just want to make sure I get this right. So let me just read it to you. I have not failed. I have just found 10,000 ways that won't work. So just imagine if he had quit, we wouldn't have the light bulb. So think about a failure as your next level. Think about a failure, instead of being something bad, as something positive, and find that one thing that's positive and use it to your advantage. So again, today's homework, I want you to find 3 things that's positive, brainstorm about it in the last failure that you have, and what can you do to pivot and really go the next level. So I hope this episode was helpful to you in this Pocket Ninja, just a short little episode that just wanted to get out there, because I know sometimes it's really hard, and I've had this happen too. It's really hard when you have something that doesn't work. It can sting, absolutely can sting. But if you pick yourself up and keep on going and celebrate along the way all the wins that you're having, and that's really important, because a lot of times people think they're a failure, but they haven't looked to see how far they have come. If you look at where you started to where you are now and celebrate it, it's really going to help motivate you to move to the next level, and just let the failures just kind of roll off your shoulders and think about what you'll learn from it. All right. So if you like this really short Pocket Ninja episode, if this was helpful for you today, be sure to give us a 5-star, and make sure that you listen in to all of the great interviews that we have at the Professional Rule Breaker podcast. We are streaming across all sorts of platforms, and be sure to share it with your friends, because remember, you're special and you are unique, and you can make a difference in this world. So go out there and be fierce, and of course, break some rules.